If you consider yourself to be a dreamer, a visionary, one of the ones that might just be a little bit more out there, I want to let you know that now is the time. Things are finally moving forward in the ways that you always felt to be true. And if you're new here, I'm Danielle Mercurio. I'm a cosmic channel. Essentially, I tap into future consciousness to remind you why you're here and how to activate your gifts. One of the things that I want you to realize is that we can no longer depend on the past. The frameworks that you once leaned into, that you were once provided, that you were told this is the only way, is no longer your reality. Much of the past didn't serve you. It couldn't. It showed you where you were different. It showed you where maybe you weren't enough. It showed you where you didn't fit in, but it also hopefully showed you that none of that really mattered. Yes, there was pain and confusion and feelings of being distraught over who am I and where do I go from here. However, sometimes we have to see what we don't want, who we aren't, in order to finally step into the life that was designed for us, who we really are, what we're really meant to be doing, how we're totally, truly, most definitely meant to show up. So in order for these things to come into fruition, in order for your life to be tapped in a way that feels like, oh, finally, there's something from deep inside of me that is ready to be unleashed, we have to stop looking to the past for answers and lean into the now. Lean into the knowing that you are meant to be here. Lean into your light. Lean into the momentum that it can be better. I'm telling you, as much as the world wants to be chaotic, as much as the world wants to be negative, as much as the world wants to say that you're the crazy one, you are not. You are a wild-hearted, free-loving, beautiful individual that knows what they are doing. You know more about what to do than you're giving yourself credit for. You know deep inside that there's something within you that needs to come out, but it may be unfamiliar to the majority of the world. Don't let that stop you. Don't let the world's ignorance hold you back from stepping into a life that matters, that is meaningful. I am promising you the world will catch up to you. It is not about convincing the world to understand you. You recognize and understand who you are, and you are letting that be enough. And from that enoughness, you share. You spread your light. You show up. You explore. You make space. And as you do that, you start to build momentum. As you do that, the way starts to appear. As you do that, more and more starts to happen. And the world that you once felt betrayed by or confused by, all of a sudden alchemizes. All of a sudden conforms. All of a sudden it's like Wizard of Oz and everything's in color. And everything is more aligned to what it is that you know to be true. But it starts right here. It starts right now. It's saying, I release the past that no longer serves me. I let go of the programs that I do not need to entertain anymore. If I go back to the past, those transactions will be denied. And instead, I will stay in my present. I will lean into what is possible. And then from that space, my future shall emerge, shall appear. And more people will become on board because I am on board with my truth, what I'm here for, and what I desire going forward. You got this. I'm so glad you're here.